Bentonville, even the Gun Hill, from Freeman Street to Prospect Avenue, Fordham Road, Coast City to Elder Avenue, Valley Park, Eaton Wall to Bronx River, Bronx Deal, Soundview, Esbar, baby. I'm boogie down like this Choke King Mario within the playground.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody in podcast land. I never know, because here we're going to say good afternoon, but, you know, they could be listening to the podcast at 3 a.m., so I should say...
In Russia.
Yeah, in Russia, well, but it's not live at the moment, but we are live here at The Artist on City Island. It is time for the Bronx Music Podcast. This is episode 4, and it features... That's right, people can applaud. That's really to just prove we're actually in front of a live audience. So it is Jax Del Rec from Left in the Attic. Nice to have you with us.
Thanks.
And listen, Murph is on drums and Chrissy is on bass. Chrissy's not here. Murph is here, but she got nervous. So you'll have to sit in for her.
They put me up to this.
They did.
Now you're stuck with me.
You told me you told all of us just a moment ago that you travel as a trio, and everything you do in threes. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is really the exception.
It's rare.
You go as a trio, and so they put you up to do this.
I drew the short straw.
Well, it's either that or because you're the guitarist and lead singer. This is a 3-person band, a power rock band is how I called it. Do you have another description that you want to use?
We don't really have an accurate description. We call ourselves garage rock because we play out of a garage in the Bronx.
Before we even get started about garage
Makes sense, right?
bands and garage rock or power bands, I want to thank my buddies Monica Glick and Elliot Glick, who just have this incredible facility that gets better and better for us every week, so thank you. Jenny's Sweets providing the pastries for us. And my buddy George W. Williams is the tech guy. We want to thank Fernando and Chris from the Fox and King for helping make it happen. And so here we are, right, with somebody who is down to earth, who is a garage band, whose music is forward and upfront and direct and makes no bones. And I was trying to think about how to start the conversation, and I said the best way to do it is come up with an esoteric question. So we're gonna move to the ether here. What is the attic? Where is the attic? What was left in the attic? And how did we get left in the attic to this moment here? Where is the attic?
3206 Middletown Road.
Really? Wait. So this is good. So there actually is an attic.
Yes, there is.
And what happened? You left your cell phone up there?
No.
I'm trying,
The
folks.
three of us were a high school band, and we got in touch with each other a couple of years after high school, and I was exploring the apartment I was renting, and I found a hole in the ceiling, and we climbed through the hole. Turned out to be a crawl space of an attic, so I grabbed a whole bunch of...
Wait, this was your apartment?
Yeah, it was my apartment.
And this was high school?
This was college.
College?
Yeah,
What
this
college?
is college. What college?
Yes, it's important.
CCNY?
Okay.
City College, New York.
I'm a Lehman guy, so I love CUNY. Go ahead.
CUNY's good.
Yeah? CUNY's good.
I did radio communication and engineering. I did a whole bunch of shit.
Wow.
But anyway, I was in the attic. I brought up some Christmas lights, and we started a band up there. And then we would hang out up there because, like I said, we're pretty much inseparable.
So this was not like a little hole, like a squirrel dug a hole. This was like,
it was a crawl space. We couldn't stand up in it.
couldn't stand up
No, but you
in
can
it.
sit Indian style.
And so you would sit with the guitar
and a lot of beer.
and a lot of beer.
And a lot of beer. Boy, did I get in trouble
so
for that.
No, we're doing great.
Got in
This
trouble
is
for
good. So you'd sit up there with your guitar, and let's see, Murph played the drums.
Yeah, but not in the attic.
Right, so she grabbed one of the drums from here, but she probably played on her
Yeah, just
like
keeping
that.
time.
And then Chrissy played the bass.
Yep. No, sorry, it's
right.
backward. She played guitar at first, and I played bass.
All right. So that's how you got
Yeah.
there. And did you record anything up there? There probably would have been great ambient
Oh
sound.
my
you know.
God, it was a dusty crawl space.
So did you leave something there?
No, we were partying pretty hard, and my friends kicked the ladder out. So
Did-
we
did the
couldn't
la-
get out of the attic, and they left to go smoke pot across the street.
And
So
left you in the
We
attic.
were left in an attic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell
And
you.
to get down was a nightmare because there was 10-foot ceilings. So I had to hang out of the crawl space like this and drop.
So
and,
you were kind of wishing that you actually were.
and it
left
was
in the
inside a
attic.
small closet, so I'm like banging myself.
So wait,
and
did
it
the
was just
landlord
terrible.
know that you were using extra space? I mean, that's money.
My aunt owned, and boy, was she not happy when we left about 2,000 beer cans in the attic. We had to go back in there and clean them.
You did? So that's what you left in the attic.
Yeah,
the
we
answer
left
to the question,
beer.
ladies and gentlemen, was beer cans. we told that whole story, and we got here that it was beer cans.
It was
All
beer
right.
cans, yes.
So now, good. This was that was a good way to start this interview with this, garage band.
We have since stopped drinking so heavily, just to
Oh,
let
that's
you know.
so untrue. That is so untrue, but I'm not going to pursue it. So now we want to rewind further back. And so at what point did you have a guitar in your hands for the first time, or did somebody put one in your hands for the first time? Or did you look in a window and say, I need that, or what happened?
I'm a big Rolling Stones fan and Fleetwood Mac fan, so my dad got me a guitar for Christmas in 1997, I think, or
Should
96.
I ask how old you are so we can do the math?
97, I'd probably like 12.
Okay.
My friends who are mathematicians are going to get mad. I think 12 or
I
13.
know. Everybody's looking at their phone to get the
1984. I think
Okay.
I was 12 or 13, or
Okay.
maybe even younger.
Okay.
But
So he
yeah.
brought you a guitar because you were listening to the Rolling Stones and
Yeah,
Fleetwood Mac.
I really liked Keith Richards.
I
So-
can't imagine why. He's actually a force of nature.
Of course.
I mean, you look at his hands; they don't even look like they should be able to play. They look arthritic.
He's outrageous.
Yes.
So
And then did you just start playing, or did you need somebody to show you how to play, or what happened?
I picked up the guitar
And this was an
left-handed.
acoustic guitar?
No,
I'm sorry.
it was electric.
Electric guitar.
I picked it up left-handed, and there was a little book. My dad walked over, and he's like, "You got that backward." He flipped it right-handed, which is why I'm a right-handed guitar player. But naturally, I went to it.
Are you a
lefty.
lefty in general?
I ambidextrous, but yeah, I write with my left
Okay.
hand.
I write with my left hand too,
Yeah.
but I throw with my right hand.
I do a lot
I
of
play the guitar,
backward
right.
shit.
So you did that, and then high school. You played through high school. What high school did you go to?
Preston.
Preston High School.
Preston High School.
Okay, there's some people waving back here. I think Monica's a Preston girl too.
Hey.
And then
Go Panthers.
did somebody say play the guitar with us? So, like, how did that? Like, what happened to get a band?
What, like a
together?
band?
Yeah. Or did you never play with anybody till you met your buddies?
Yeah, what up, D? I played for the school for like one of the talent shows that they used to have.
Individually?
Yeah, by myself.
And so you did like a little Jimi Hendrix thing?
No, that was
Wow,
later.
wow.
I did like a couple of Foo Fighter songs or like some
Okay.
some Nirvana, Green Day, like something like that.
Okay.
And somebody filmed me and sent it to their cousin. Two dudes that were playing out of like a basement on the other side of the Bronx.
Well, which is good
And
because
they
you went from the
contacted me.
attic to the basement.
They
Okay,
were like,
good.
"Yo, come play, bass for us." So I went out to Schuylerville Music Shop, spent like $150, got a bass, and
Wow.
and I was their bass player.
Okay, this is really probably the most important question of all. What drove you and drives you to do that? In other words, a lot of kids maybe have a guitar in their hands and maybe come like me, and I could play a little bit, and I played some songs, and I was the counselor in camp and played in camp. But it never occurred to me that I ought to like put a band together. It was never motivated to do it. But this is what you do.
It's like innate.
It's
I don't
in
know.
you.
Yeah, it's in me. I don't know. Ever since I was a little kid, it's like the drive to want to play sports. I don't know how to explain that. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
It just-
you just got to do it.
I just have to do it. It gets all the.
And why was the chemistry with Murph and Chrissy so good that you said, we're going to be left in the attic?
They were two young kids in my high school.
Oh, she's the old lady of the group.
I'm 2 years older than them.
Oh,
they were two young kids in my high school, and I went to school in the 90s in high school, and there was no musicians. I don't know why. It was a great time to be alive and play music, but none of the girls in my high school played any music. So, I'm the psychotic skateboarder, like running around Preston with, shorts underneath my skirt and a guitar on my back instead of my books, and I'm getting demerits, and I'm always in detention, and everybody knew who the fuck I was because I had piercings and dyed hair, and the nuns wanted to kill me, I'm sure. But
let the record show that you are wearing cut-off sweatpants shorts. Right. Okay. No, it's not a big deal, and I'm just noting the connection.
Thank God for my wife, because I'd have an entire sleeve of tattoos if it weren't for her telling me not to do things. So then you have the
sleeves when you need something on your arms.
They were carrying instruments though. They came in as freshmen in 2000, and they were carrying instruments. So I kind of just ran to them, and I was like, all right, who plays what? And Marielle played drums, and Chrissy played guitar. I played bass, and we started a band with another girl, actually a fourth member named Sanghi, and the three of us lived near each other and just continued to play.
You know what's beautiful about, partially, there are a lot of things beautiful about that. What's really beautiful about that is the borough of the Bronx. And the fact that if there's so much here, and in a way, for you and for the others, it was only a matter of time before you run into somebody who did it, because the passion was there.
All my friends from other schools did it. There was just nobody in Preston. Lehman High School had 4,000 freaking musicians.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's always out here, and music is always out here in the Bronx. Well, we should. Elliot was really excited about playing Left in the Attic, so the first track we're gonna play is what?
We're going down?
We're going down. Now, this was done on a subway? Or
we recorded it in a studio. It's the music video that was done on the subway.
Music video that was done in the subway. All right, now, let her rip, right? Go.
We hit all that in one take.
One take.
One fucking take.
Sorry,
you guys are counting?
Yeah, I know. She's gonna have to give me a Zabanajad autograph.
God.
But anyway, that's another story. Do you like hearing that?
I love it.
You love hearing it?
Yeah, I
But
wish 14-year-old me could hear that.
How long ago was it recorded?
2019, 2018?
So it's already 6 years old.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this, the band was formed 2008. It's not like this is your first rodeo.
I think we have 5 records out now.
Wow.
We just released a few of them.
You told me while we were kind of doing a sound check before that it shows off your Bronx accent. I didn't pick that up.
Seat belts are fastened tightly.
Actually, it sounds a little Cockney there. It sounds a little British. Sounds like more like Keith Richards. So I want to jump in about me. You ready?
Go for it.
When I hear that, and we talked about it briefly on the phone, and I'm going to show a picture that I rarely. It's on my Facebook page. It reminds me of Joan Jett.
Oh, really?
The sound is what I remember from the Runaways and all that. So I told you I interviewed Joan Jett.
Yeah.
It was when she was going around in 1978 and giving out her first album. And I was working at a radio station in Briarcliff Manor. It's not that far upstate.
That's upstate.
And then she played at it used to be a club in Mount Vernon called the Left Bank, and she played at the Left Bank. And because I was the program director, I introduced her. Here is a photograph of me with Joan Jett backstage.
Fucking awesome.
Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Look at how young she looks, too.
You're worried about her? Look at me.
You look similar.
I look similar.
Little less hair, that's about it.
We can pass it around in the house.
Little less hair.
Come on, somebody take it. Monica's going to take it. You could pass it around. This is one of my favorite pictures of me.
Fucking awesome,
People
man.
are like, wait a minute, that's the guy who interviews all those politicians? Let's just talk about the creative process. How many songs have you written? Do you write every day? Do you wake up like Paul McCartney said, yesterday he woke up and the melody was in his head? Or do you need to sit with the band and work it out? How do you create?
That's a really loaded question.
Well, this is my
It's a
job.
loaded question. I take things from what I see. It could be politically. It could be, that particular track actually is about a plane crash. Like, it's just,
We're going
heartbreak, heartache. Don't piss me off. I will definitely write about you. Don't date me. I will definitely write about you.
Oh, boy. Somehow I'm going to regret doing this. You never know where I'm going to show
My
up.
poor wife.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
God you're nice to me. No, I need the band. I will come up with usually like a melody of some sort, or some sort of guitar part. But I do need Chrissy, especially, to bounce ideas off of, and Marielle, obviously.
Do you create them right away, or do you sit there and then let's do another one?
Some of them
Some
of them are like lightning. Some of them just the whole fucking song falls together. Five curses. Sorry. The whole song falls together absolutely immediately. Others will be clips that we mix together musically, and then I have no lyrics for a year or two, and then there'll be lyrics and there's no music. It's a very that's why I said it's a loaded question. It's a scattered process, and we throw out 90% of the stuff that we do. It has to be a banger, otherwise it's not making tape.
I became aware recently of a whole culture of music in the Bronx that I was not aware of. And I've spoken to a couple of people about it, and I have a feeling you were part of this underground in the Bronx. So I want you to, since you're at the center of it, I want you to just tell people about what this was, because to me, as a fan of music and a fan of local music, this is like an incredibly great story that nobody knows. I really don't. I mean, there is a culture of people who do, but I'm talking about when you talk to people about the Bronx Underground, nobody would know what it is.
It started.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it
okay.
started at
That's
Lucas.
why it was underground.
Started at Lucas Pizzeria with the Kesners and.
What pizzeria?
Lucas. I don't think it's got the room anymore on Bruckner Boulevard that we used to play in. I think they might have rented that out to something else, but it was a pizzeria, and we used to have like local bands, just little local bands playing in the back of a pizzeria.
And people would come.
And people would come in droves. it got so big that we needed to start moving it to other places. We did the Mannheim Club down in Country Club or Drogsneck area. Then we moved to Waterbury's Bar and Grill, which is not there anymore on Brooklyn Boulevard.
And you'd fill the house.
Packed.
That's what I heard.
Packed.
See, this is what's incredible to me.
Insane.
This is what's incredible to me is that you packed the house
Yeah.
and you did all this stuff, and it
We
was
were
not
in
general.
papers, like we made the paper, I'm sure, like, but none of us cared about like the publicity. We had bands that were touring bands from Georgia, like, you know, my friend Anita and a couple of her friends, like they got together and they started like booking bands and doing stuff from like all over the United States. Like
Does that
it was a hub.
Does that energy fuel what you do now? Like it's always in the background, like you saw that happen, and so every time you play, you say, you know what, that's a vibe. No. Oh, rats.
No, sorry.
I tried.
I actually started the Connecticut Underground. I worked
You
in
did?
Connecticut. Yeah, I broke off from the Bronx Underground, started the Connecticut
no.
Underground in Greenwich, Connecticut.
We need you.
Well, no, I went back. Dude, I'm from here. I started another scene because it was, you know, there was hubs all over the place. You know, New Jersey had their hub. We had a hub in Connecticut. We had a hub in the Bronx. Yeah, so it drives me to continue to want to book bands and play music. Sure. You know, after a while, you know, you want to start moving outside of the Bronx and spreading information.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we played like California, we've played all over the place. So like you grow up and you bring that with you, I guess, is what you were asking.
Yeah, it makes me wonder a little bit about your goals. Is to keep doing what you're doing, to make it as large as you can be,
No.
or because of your passion for it to just do this?
We're three best friends who just make music. There's no goal. We've been signed to a record label. We've toured the country. We're not going to become Joan Jett and the Runaways. You know, we're not going to do that. Like, you know, we're in our late 30s. But our goal is to continue to make music together for the rest of our lives. We have our own studio,
Yes.
you know. We're just three really good friends who just like playing instruments, and if you guys enjoy what you hear, we're happy for you.
You know, I love this, and I love you guys, and I love this. This is core because the music and your love of it is what really matters.
Yeah, that's all that
and
matters.
of course, we know that there are other distractions for other people, and you know. I want to ask you about this because I saw it. I saw it ironically on an Instagram page that you said that you don't like social media.
Nope.
And of course, as I
Can't
say,
stand it.
ironically, I saw it on an Instagram page as I was scurrying around to learn as much as I could. One would think, now I know you're not as old as Keith Richards, but
I'm getting there.
well, God willing, we will all get there. And
No.
be
He's too old, bro. No.
But one would think, I'm surprised at that. Let's just put it that
Why?
way. Why? Because it's used by so many people to promote their stuff, to promote their music, to do that.
It does
And-
nothing for you.
Keep going. Keep
It
going.
does
I'm
zero things for you.
listening. Although in this
I'll
case,
be at
I
your
found out
show.
about-
40 people will be at my show. Nobody shows up. It's a like button that is very convenient, and it keeps people separate from being in the outside world. You live in this little bubble where you look at photographs of a person who you know is fucking miserable, and they're posting these beautiful photographs of themselves like they're not miserable, like they don't suffer, like they don't pay bills, and they are gonna click on your stuff and they're gonna hate on your stuff. It's a whole like vortex of negative energy. I post pictures and I put poetry on my own page. I don't care what you think about it. It's literally a diary for me. I don't care who likes it. I don't care who comments. And the music industry utilizes 1 million people liking my band. You really think 1 million people like my band? No, they like some sort of, you know, whatever picture that they saw, and it doesn't mean that I have 1 million fans. It doesn't mean anything. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. What really counts is shaking people's hands, going to people's shows, and
Hey, we do that right here live on
making
TV.
them aware that you're a human being who likes their music, who will buy their merch, who will buy their CDs, and who will come support them when the time is right. Fuck social media.
Man.
8, yes. I love you. Sorry.
So
Sorry.
all the political dialogue about them eliminating TikTok, that doesn't bother you one bit. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to tell you what I am?
You don't have to repeat yourself.
I'm not, no comment, because if I start getting into politics, everyone here will walk out.
Okay, so there's a track that we're going to play, but I got to ask, maybe I don't know if I want to ask you about it beforehand or afterwards. Let's just do a little intro. So the track is Pay No Rent, right? And the video itself, you and your bandmates were in graduation gowns. You
want to know what it was about?
I said that because I think the question is obvious. WTF?
What the fuck? We have a good friend of ours named Lou. That was 9 curses.
Yeah, I know there is somebody counting the number.
There's a guy named Lou. Sweet Lou does. He works for Pace University, and he does a program every year with his students where they have to film music videos for Bronx artists or artists in general. And we were given this beautiful group of individuals, maybe about 10 or 15 of them, who were to work on a project. We gave them our music, and we asked them what they thought of it, and a lot of them were just graduating that year, and they felt, I don't know how to explain it, like we don't want to pay rent. We don't want to, it's a very anti-establishment song. So they were like, fuck it, we're going to throw a graduation party for ourselves and mosh and do things that we don't normally do. And I don't know how to explain it. It's a banger of a song, but it also is like anti-establishment. Like, fuck you, I don't want to pay rent. 10.
I thought I thought the imagery was fascinating. Just the image of, again, I don't want to use bad language, but hard rock musicians playing in graduation gowns.
Yeah.
There was something very dramatic about it. So let's watch it, and then we
Sure.
can talk more afterwards. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Left in the Attic, Pay No Rent.
There's gotta be another way.
there's got to be another way. We hear it over and over again. It's very interesting to me because on one hand, if asked, I'm assuming you would say, well, I'm not a political person.
Oh, I'm very political.
Oh, you're very political.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oh, absolutely.
But so this is the way to communicate that
Yes.
for you.
In a very
you
subtle
don't-
way.
Yeah, that's really subtle.
Very subtle way.
You know what's interesting to me is other people of your age who grew up in the Bronx during the same time created a whole different kind of music, and the objective was the same: was to articulate things that nobody else was saying, that we want to say, and they found their own genre to express it. And you're doing the same thing with a whole different type of music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were aware of that? That
Aware
you guys
of-
were that kids who were doing hip hop when you were developing this heavy metal
Absolutely.
thing. You were aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw yourself as the same. on
No,
some
the
levels.
counterculture. We're the counterculture. Hip hop is very mainstream.
Well, now it's mainstream.
it
of
was
course.
mainstream back then too.
You think it was
Yeah.
mainstream then too?
Yeah, we were always the freaks, the counterculture, the people made fun of
You mentioned that you write poetry
all the time.
every day.
Yeah.
About
About
what?
things I see, things I feel.
Name one.
Name one.
And you know I'm going. The next thing is I'm going to ask you to recite something.
No, I can't recite anything.
Oh.
No, I write. No.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
I've got
no.
Jax Del Rec to chicken out. I've done it.
No, it's not that I'm chickening out. I don't remember. I free form. I just write.
Right
and
now.
then-
Go ahead.
What?
Okay. All right,
What?
sorry. Sorry. We want to get that. We want to get that live creativity here.
Oh my God, no! I'm not a rapper. I
But-
can't just come
all
up
right.
with that. I have to. There's
All
like
right.
a rhyme scheme, and you gotta
All
you gotta like
Do you,
write.
do you do it on a computer or
Nah,
with pen and paper?
pen and paper.
Somehow I knew that was going to
Yeah.
be the case. Best performance the band ever did.
Played the Whiskey a Go Go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Best
How
performance.
long ago? How long ago?
2017.
Wow.
Best performance.
See,
I don't know.
excuse me. This is what's so interesting to me, and why it's completely valid what we're doing here, is because you've been doing this since 2008
Yep.
in the borough of the Bronx, and yet this gives you a chance to shout to everybody, which I'm excited about.
DJ Mike.
What was that?
What's up, DJ Mike? I see you out there.
Oh, you see somebody out there? Oh,
I see
okay.
him right there.
Oh. That's the beauty of being in front of a live audience.
I know, I like it.
And on one hand, it's a challenge for me because am I playing to the people who are listening to the microphone, or am I playing to people in the house? It's an interesting.
Kind of both. And those people in the camera there.
Yeah. Well, of course. Go ahead. So I didn't remember best performance. So you talked about Whiskey a Go Go.
I mean, that was the best venue, I
Best
guess.
venue.
But the best performance
well,
was
the
on a
best
golf
venue
course.
is the artist on City Island, but that's another thing. What'd you say?
A golf course in the Santa Monica Valley or the San Fernando Valley.
That was your best gig. Why was it?
I don't know. The rabbit hole in the Bronx, the foxhole in the Bronx. I don't know. You can't say I had like a best performance or we had the best performance. Like it, they're all good. They're all different. A lot of them were packed like basements that nobody heard of. Like played with
'Cause
a
they were left
band
in the
from
attic.
England, in the foxhole. I played with 300 Fordham University kids at the rabbit hole. I played with 300 kids in San Fernando Valley on a golf course, literally a hidden golf course.
Having said that she can't, she's so great. Having said that she can't say, well, they were all great, but when you heard your guitar solo on Pay No Rent, you said that was the best.
The best guitar solo I've ever done, yeah.
And did you rehearse that or develop that, or you just crank? Did you crank it out?
One take, no, two takes,
Two
and
take.
he fucking dubbed them.
Did you guys do you overdub anything or anything
No.
like that?
No, we play live. Absolutely
I
not.
got to ask you about one more thing. I saw something called Weather Lab Studios.
Yeah, that's
What
my
is that?
basement.
That is your basement.
It's my basement.
And so we call it Weather Lab.
The
Studio.
Weather Lab studio.
Is there a barometer there we can find out?
No,
if it's
there's
gonna
clouds
rain?
though.
Oh, there's clouds.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
that's
lot
good.
of rain clouds.
So
You've been there. You know.
So how active are you folks? Are you going to play somewhere soon? You want to promote something?
We have a bunch doing Summer Jam this year with DJ Mike and the Fox and King.
Right.
We're doing Knuckle Down Records is our record company, our label, and they have us playing I think June 2nd out in Long Island. There's going to be an outdoor fest. We've got we played a lot in Astoria, Queens, Chalet Tavern. I hope that we're going to be on the road at some point. We got friends in Boston that we can stay with. We've got friends in Philly that we can stay with. We got, we usually kick it up maybe like 12 gigs or less a year. We're not as active out as we are in the studio. We're in the studio at least once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
At the same time every week?
Usually on Sundays.
Oh, so I messed it up.
No, you didn't mess it up.
Late at night? Daytime? Doesn't
we used
matter.
to be up at 3:00 in the morning, but now we're all professionals, so
I'm
we
sure
can't do
I'm
that
sure
anymore.
Now you live up in the East Bronx somewhere, right? Or you do not want to say?
No.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way. At 3:00 in the morning, everybody be very quiet, and if you listen very closely, you'll be able to hear where they are, especially if they're playing at Weather Lab in her basement.
I don't live in the Bronx right now.
Oh.
I own property in Norwalk, Connecticut.
So I don't know.
I live up there.
I think on that note, I should throw the hell out of here.
Throw me the fuck out. No, I spent 39 years of my life in the Bronx. You can't beat it out of me.
We're trying.
I know. Please don't try hard.
Anyway, Jack Stelrec, thank you. Is there anything else? Now you have an open microphone without a guitar. Is there anything else you want to say that you never said? And you can say anything you want. Try to keep it clean.
I love my wife.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There you go. Thanks for not being up here with me. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you for not supporting me in this big.
Thank you for not supporting me, either of my bandmates. I'm up here by myself, hanging to dry. No, I'm just kidding.
Murphy's
Gary, you were wonderful. Thank you.
Should we make Murphy come up here
No,
for
she
once?
won't do it.
She won't do it.
She's very stubborn.
Oh my goodness! All right, so we're going to do all the thank yous. First, to thank you to you. You are just.
Hey!
You're just
Thank you,
ladies
Gary.
and gentlemen, this is she may not live here right now, but she is one of the superstars of the Bronx. There's
Thanks.
no question about it.
Thank you.
Creating and let's see. I understand that there were kids, right? Or there the Attic Kids.
The Attic Kids was our or is our like how we call you people. You're all Attic kids.
You're all Attic Kids
You're
now,
all
whether
Attic
you like
kids.
it or not.
It's our like little fan base.
There you go. So listen, Monica and Elliot Glick, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah.
And Jenny Sweets. So now can we? I told her that one of the treats you could get some Jenny Sweets here. So at some point before we leave.
Oh, of course.
Could we show them? Could somebody grab them and show them? Oh, she's gonna. What? She left me.
Out to dry.
George Williams, our technical director. Thanks to Fernando and Chris. Okay. Are you going to take one?
Take one.
All right, I'm not going to eat it till I finish, but these are just incredible. Actually, I like these ones better. I've had it experience. These are Jenny Sweets. Thank you very much.
I'm good. This is perfect.
Thank you very, 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 very much.
This looks great.
So we next month, Johnny Seven. Anybody know Johnny Seven?
Mm-mm.
He does a song in my Bronx backyard. He's great, a little folk rock guy, and he's going to be here on June 2nd. And I guess that's it. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Great. We'll see you all next time.
Even the Gun Hill, from Freeman Street to Prospect Avenue, Fordham Road, Coral City to Elder Avenue, Valley Park, Eaton Wall to Bronx River, Bronx Deal, Sound View, S-Bar, baby. I'm boogie down like